Reading new genres is an excellent thing. I've gone on record before as an avid proponent of getting outside of your reading comfort zone. I truly believe that when readers put aside their preconceived notions about the kind of books they should be reading, they will have a much happier, less pretentious literary experience. However, people who don't read horror are doing it out of fear. But I'm here to say that if you're even a tinsy bit curious about dipping your toe into a big scary world of literary horror, you should go for it. There's a lot more to this genre than blood and guts and creepy dolls. There are a few great horror books to get you started. Some of these books are scary, yes, but they run from mildly creepy to truly horrifically nightmarish. But if you read them during daylight with a trusted friend or a pet in the next room, you might just find that the horror genre has plenty to offer beyond jump scares and monsters hidden under your bed. The first one is It. Of course, if you're new to a genre, sometimes you want to start with the ultimate example of that particular genre. Anyone who accidentally read it as a child can tell you that it is truly transcendently horrifying. Okay, see, clowns are scary enough on their own. But in the hands of Stephen King, the scary clown becomes a whole new way to explore the horrors of childhood, growing up and hanging out with demons in sewers. And thanks to Harry Potter movies, I have never seen a clown as funny or cheerful. I can only remember clowns turning into dementors. Yeah, check out this book. The second book is House of Salt and Sorrow. Aaron A. Craig puts an eerie spin on the fairy tale of the 12 dancing princesses. Annalee once lived with her 11 sisters in a sheltered house by the sea, but 4 have died now tragically. As she receives ghostly visions, Annalee is convinced her sisters were murdered after sneaking out to dance until dawn. But who or what are they dancing with? And yeah, this is the big concern of this book. When Annalee meets a stranger with his own secrets and their relationship intensifies, she'll do whatever she can do to uncover what's harming her family before she's next. The third book is A Wicked Magic. Set on California's northern coast, A Wicked Magic follows witches Den and Liz, who unwittingly unleash dark forces that capture Lee's boyfriend and hold him hostage underground. Don't judge, guys. The dark forces feel lonely, okay? So, kidnapping someone and having your way with them is pretty normal nowadays. Come on. And in the Dark Forces' defense, Liz did make the Dark Forces jealous, so they're just proving their worth to her boyfriend. Anyways, despite the fact that their friendship has been ruined by the darkness they created, Dan and Liz will have to work together if they want to save the mortals this ancient dark force is taking. Powerful story on friendship, magic, and embracing the darkness within us all. The fourth book is Carrie. Horror Master King's first novel, published in 1974, is perfect for teen horror fans. A compact work told through fictionalized news stories, articles, and interviews. Carrie tells the tale of a telekinetic teenage girl so bullied at school that she destroys her entire town to get revenge on her cruel classmates. It is one of the most frequently banned books in the United States. Another good reason to read it. It's banned. But I must say that US is taking some really good decisions these days. The fifth book is Naomi's Room. This book is the only novel, other than Stephen King's It, which has legitimately scared me. A man's daughter goes missing and eventually found dead. At the same time, he and his wife begins experiencing strange things going on in their home. The end takes an abrupt shift for the brutal, but most of the book is chillingly haunting. The sixth book is Perfect Days. The horror in this book isn't the supernatural, but in the psychopathic perspective of the narrator as he pursues a woman he loves. I read this book one evening, and when I was done, I just wanted to throw it across the room. I still think of this story to this day and it chills me, so you can try this one as well. The seventh book is There's Someone Inside Your House. We all know the scariest call is the one that comes from inside the house. Perkins' teen slasher story is the reminiscent of Carrie and Scream, and the suspense she manages to build before bringing it all toppling down, is tangible. Makani Young, a transplant from Hawaii, lives with her grandmother in small-town Nebraska, where students at the high school keep turning up dead. A romantic subplot cuts the tension for readers hesitant to hop aboard the horror train. Of course, life should go on. Who cares about the students dying? Social status must not be single. Anyways, the 8th book is The Sacrifice Box. Gremlins meets The Breakfast Club by the way of Stephen King, and Stranger Things is a huge promise of a premise. The Sacrifice Box delivers even if your teen reader won't get half the references. In 1982, 5 friends bury their treasures deep in the woods, like we all do at some point in our lives, and they agree never to disturb their sacrifices again. But 4 days later, the friends are cursed with the stuff of biblical plagues and realize that one of them has broken their vow. Of course, if I were in their place, putting presumably a spoon, a sock, and my hope that I'll ever have a serious future in a ditch, performing some weird sacrifice, and if some jerk opened it, I would rather gang up with these dark forces or this friend of mine for betraying all 3 of us and torment that friend. But anyways, this book is laced with moments of dark comedy. It's gritty, intellectual thriller. Now, the 9th book is Rules for Vanishing. For those who prefer their horror in the setting of a sinister fairy tale, Rules of Vanishing may be just up their alley. Sarah's sister, Becca, disappeared exactly 1 year ago, and Sarah's certain that her sister took Lucy's road, a path that appears in the forest once every year, at the end of which the ghost of Lucy Gallows beckons. A wise choice, I must say. Sarah convinces a group of friends to join her search, but when Lucy's road reveals itself, they can't imagine the sort of horrors that lie in wait. The 10th and the final book is Sleepover. On the surface, premise invites comparison to World War Z, the gathered oral accounts of an apocalypse, and in this case, a sudden pandemic of sleepiness. From those roots, Sleepover quickly blooms into a terrifying outgrowth of body horror. As the infected become trapped in their own waking delusions, minor scratches trigger a slow and painful death as the unsleeping bodies are unable to heal, and those desperate enough to close their eyes for even a few moments slip into a catatonia or fall prey to mad signs, while Belle leaves the room for a small sliver of hope, albeit only that all of this is being narrated in the past tense. She never once shies away from depicting the very real and truly horrifying implications of a world without sleep. This is a harrowing read. Both for the micro-narratives it contains, even the happier ones seem to share a general sense of waiting for the other shoe to drop. And for the chilling plausibility of the wide-scale social collapse, Belle's debut novel will keep you turning pages, if only to see how the waking nightmare finally ends. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the show, guys. I'm so bored these days. So I thought I will do one thing I'm most scared of. I'll make a video about horror novels. And I don't even watch horror movies. And that's why I thought that horror books will be less scary. They are less scary to some level, but it's fun to try different genres, so I tried it. You can try some of these books as well. Maybe you like some of them, or maybe you like all of them. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss any videos from me. Follow me on Instagram. Let me know what was your favorite part of the video, or which novel I should review next, or just say hi, that's fine too. And above all that, everybody have an amazing day. I'll see you all next Monday.